Celebrity Dish.
Catori Langley in the house this morning. What's up?
Good morning.
I feel like I need to reintroduce myself and vice versa because we were just saying it's been so long since we've last seen each other.
Yes, it has.
So
Jeannette is fancy, guys.
Oh,
She's been all over the town, so she hasn't been here with me.
I'm almost on Wisdom's level. I'm working on it, y'all. So, all right, you want to get into it?
I do.
You can say thank you, by the way. Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan are on the defensive. Producer Chris has the scoop on this latest chapter of their relationship drama. Chris,
listen,
I mean, come on.
What we talked about yesterday, they're doing an excellent job of keeping themselves in the headlines. I'll just say that. But this news comes one day after we showed you Michael Jordan's response to their courtship. Get it, court? All right, the couple is expected to discuss Jordan's criticism on Marcus's podcast, which is called Separation Anxiety. Larsa and Marcus went public with their relationship earlier this year. Like you know, the duo has caused a lot of controversy due to a long-standing rift between Michael Jordan and Larsa's ex, Scottie Pippen, former Chicago Bulls teammate. TMZ recently asked Michael if he approved of the relationship, to which he responded emphatically no. Even though Michael doesn't approve, however, Larsa's children with Scottie reportedly do. New episodes of the podcast drop on Tuesday, so we will have to wait and see what is said next, guys.
You first, Catori.
Well, first of all, you are not a Pippen, so every single time I hear Larsa Pippen, I'm like, oh, brother. You have a whole new man now, so we need to take away this name. But as far as, I just don't feel like it matters. I mean, he's old enough, he's legal. She's old enough to be his mom. And if that's the path that they want to take, you know, at this point, what can you do? Michael, you can't stop your son from dating her.
Right. Okay, I finally figured out why this whole thing kind of bothers me. Because we've seen whether it's PR relationships or relationships that just happen to have a very public element to it. But with this one, there has been no development. It has just been about their relationship. Neither one of them is working on any projects. They don't have anything coming out. It's just been the same thing, and they just talk about, like, it's a new soundbite about their relationship. Do you see what I'm saying?
Except the podcast. I don't think that he would necessarily have that podcast, which I think she's his co-host on.
But they just talk in circles, right? Like, there's nothing. But my point is, it just seems like it's strictly to stay in the headlines based on the relationship. So I wish she would maybe come out with something. Maybe, like, I don't know, some sunglasses, some shoe wear, something.
They should just do a reality show.
I mean, I think even that.
Jordan and Pippen.
Just they got to come up. They've got to get something out of this thing.
I don't know what they're waiting on. Just do a reality. Jordan and Pippen. Do a reality show. Jordan and Pippen.
Now's the time to do it. Exactly.
Now's the time. Right.
Yeah, they could get rich. I would love to see that. Get Scottie and Michael on the phone separate times.
And then Michael Jordan is like, that's what you got. That's what I put down as a tip.
Now, is that a reality show you would watch, Wisdom Martin?
Absolutely, I would.
Yeah, I think that is good TV.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Let's get on the phone. Let's see what we can work out after this show. All right, let's talk about that Beyonce drama now that you mentioned in the tease. Yesterday, we told you she was supposed to bring her Renaissance tour to Pittsburgh in August. However, the venue announced yesterday they were pulling the plug. The show is now canceled. The stadium blames scheduling and production logistic issues. Fans are being promised a refund. Beyonce is scheduled to perform at FedEx Field on August 5th. That's a couple days later. That show is still on, though, we know. Kansas City and Seattle stops on that tour, also reportedly dealing with the same logistics issues. Those shows were rescheduled, though. So Pittsburgh's mayor says he's trying to work with the concert promoter to find out what happened and see if they can find a new date or venue, because they were rolling out the red carpet for the Queen, doing everything possible to celebrate that appearance. So right now, no word on what actually led to this besides that production and logistics issue, guys.
Wow.
But she has no date scheduled right now between her show at Gillette Stadium and her show at FedEx Field. So it's kind of wait and see what goes on in between those dates now.
Are you going to a Beyonce concert?
Oh, I am going.
Oh, okay.
And I am going.
Which one are you going to?
The one on Sunday.
She got
here.
money.
Oh, okay.
Look,
Yeah.
now, I'm gonna say that far. But Beyonce knows Carter. Do not cancel this show at FedEx Field, because I have never seen Beyonce live.
Really?
So I was like super excited. I bought my tickets. And I feel for them. Like, I was seeing some of the people on Twitter saying it was their birthday gift to themselves. They're in tears. They've been crying ever since. And after the ticket price, I can understand why they're crying.
Yeah.
Right.
But
So I think the larger picture, too, is, I forgot what show, Chris, you might remember what show she did in what country, but they talk about the impact it has on the local economy. I mean, everybody benefits when Beyonce comes to town, someone on her level. The businesses, the hotels, the restaurants. So it has a ripple effect. And then, of course, you feel for the fans who are looking forward to it. So hopefully they get to reschedule it. All right, well, Madonna is reportedly still not out of the woods after being hospitalized for a bacterial infection last week. TMZ reports the 64-year-old is still, quote, weak and very tired. TMZ also says she's spending a lot of time in bed. Her longtime manager announced they are pausing the tour because of her health scare, but say she is expected to make a full recovery. The tour was supposed to kick off July 15th in Vancouver, so...
July 15th. Oh, it's
yeah,
supposed
like 9
to.
days from now. It was supposed to. That's been canceled.
Yeah.
What do you make of this?
I mean, I feel a little bad for her. I think like she had the surgery, and they said she's trying to like keep up some of her friends with, I guess, the younger folks. And I think now she's just pushing herself a little too hard. I would prefer she rest and try to really heal.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I mean, there was a lot of anticipation. I mean, it's Madonna, so it's not surprising. Sold out Madison, all 4 shows at Madison Square Garden. So I'm sure whenever she is ready, whether it's this year or next, she will have a ton of fans waiting for her.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Khloe Kardashian, who says that she feels bad for exes Tristan Thompson, who she shares 2 children with, and ex-husband Lamar Odom. In the latest episode of her Hulu show, The Kardashians, in a heart-to-heart with big sister Kim, who's grieving over drama with ex-husband Kanye West and his anti-Semitic tirades, Khloe tells Kim that she understands feeling guilty for her old relationships, admitting that she feels bad knowing Lamar's reputation will always be linked to his drug use and Tristan associated with cheating, but telling Kim that her ex's problems are their own and that she should look at Kanye's problems in the same way.
Your face. What do you think?
I mean, to a degree. I mean, I know that they were married, but I don't want to put every single thing that Kanye's done on Kim. He has done a lot.
Right.
But I will say, I mean, I think it's kind of the nature of the beast. They signed up to be with the Kardashians. They signed up to do those shows. So they put that crazy magnifying glass on their life even more than the fact they were already famous. So, I mean, you don't have to talk about them. You don't have to be linked. But yet it manages to come up in every season of the Kardashians.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it's part of that big media machine. So what are you going to do?
I don't know. It's interesting that she says she feels bad for Tristan. I don't know. That would be a little tough. I might need to give it more than a few months before I feel bad if he's cheated a second time. That publicly. I don't even think that was the second time.
But it's the Kardashians. It's not like they're normal.
That's a lot of empathy and compassion.
Yeah, but that leads to money.
Okay. Well, with that, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
She's a bigger person than I am. It is always good to have you on, my friend. Thank you for coming.
Don't let it be too long, because you know Jeannette will take another vacation in a heartbeat.
don't tempt me. I'm gonna take his vacation days, because you know he's got more than I do. All right, always good to see you. Thanks for coming on. Holly, we'll send it over to you.
All right.